Hello and welcome back to Quillpig Gaming blind playthrough of Kingdom Come Deliverance. In our last session we met with Henry and we experienced some loss. So we lost our parents, we got attacked in town. We're looking for a place to get some food in us. Seems we're a little bit drunk from the alcohol that they gave us. Inventory. How are we doing? Let's see, player. Level, strength. Vitality. It's not great. Conspicuousness is quite high because we're drunk. Speed, charisma. Health is 100, so that's good. What's our hunger? Skills. Drinking has improved recently. Herbalism. Actually, if you got enough fragrant... Oh, get +2 charisma. Less shy. Ooh. Okay. Perk points unlock at level 5. So we're close to that. Got a level of horsemanship. Tiredness. Okay, hunger. Yep, we need some food. Drunkenness. Talmberg seems pretty neutral. Scalds is pretty good, but we took a little hit from not manuring that place. Yeah, just neutral. Ravna. I don't remember what Ravna was. Statistics. Stats. Okay. Quest log. Yep, we ran. Talk to Sir Robard's our next thing to do. Codex. Inventory. We have food. Where's our food? Cheese and bread roll. Eat. And eat. Now, player buffs. Hunger is abated a bit. Nourishment's 29. Okay, that's still low. We got cheese. Nourishment's a little bit better. Apple. There we go. Seem to be doing better there. Got Savior Schnapps. We used one in our last session. Alright. Healing and healing. Okay, so tiredness is still on. But nourishment's better. Alright. Let's get up. Oh yeah, he's drunk. Does he have a place where he can sleep? I'm supposed to talk to Sir Robard. Ah, there's a bed for us. You're in a private area. Don't want a lockpick. Chamberlain. You can sit there. Talk.
What's with you?
Got blood all over us. Sleep? Can't delay. Okay. Get up. Alright, well I guess we're going after... Let's see. Up. B is talk to Sir Robert. Yep. And that's him. We're drunk, which is not probably the best time to talk to him.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach.
Alright.
I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Ah, milady. You're fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
That was a
Good night, man.
nice subtle reminder to thank her.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Okay, lentil mash, bread rolls, roast duck. Alright, pick up.
I'm sorry about what happened to you, but it's no excuse for rudeness.
Oh. Sorry. What is the correct thing to do? Lentil mash. And no, not that. I missed out on a cue there. Eat. Nourishment. And food. Roast duck. There we go. I think that's good. Nourishment 72. Should we have one more? Okay. Can we thank you?
Oh, damn, I'm tired.
Nothing else? Okay. Into the courtyard. Who's that? Oof. Oh, he's tired. Nope, wrong way. Oh, come on. A. Try Private area. Oh. Oh. Nope. Sorry.
You're that lad from Scanners.
Hey!
What in
What the
heaven's
hell
name
do you
happened
think
there?
you're doing? If you don't clear up quick,
Sorry.
it'll be the worse
How do
for
we
you.
get out of here?
Look. What are you doing here?
Is this the bed?
Someone there.
Seems I'm not good enough for the kid.
Oh. Okay.
See the wind.
We're being rude somehow. Sleep. Five hours? Six hours. 5 hours. 6 hours. I think we're getting woken up early.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Didn't take off boots.
Yes?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to, but to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace.
That's
To
kind.
let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry. I know
Uh-oh.
this is all very new and
Is it going a little
strange
bit
for you,
further?
but I want
Married
you to
lady.
feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world. Although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
She might just be being kind. I hope that's what it was. Henry's still reeling from his parents getting killed in front of him. Tell the story the right.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands.
Went to collect a debt.
A fellow by the name of Kunnish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunnish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved. But Kunnish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzik. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzik himself came to have a look at it. praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
I guess she's impressed by that.
Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town.
So smoke on the horizon.
I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armor, saw Father and charged at him. Cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle.
Needed a horse.
I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to. Even though I had the sword we made for Saradzic, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
When we were running away, I didn't even notice that that happened. I was looking for a horse.
It's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan.
It's not his
those
fault.
who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed.
I don't
envy,
think Henry's
and
blaming
pride.
himself, but
You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors he went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king, and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone, and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Harvel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Oh.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own.
Yes, please do.
I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
Ah. Nightmares.
Move it, people! Come on! Come on! We're running out of time! Quickly! We have to close the gates! You can't go back! Henry, help us! Oh!
Mm.
Help us, son. Don't be a coward.
That doesn't sound like his father.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Battlements via the gateway stairs. I think that's where we went before when we were looking for the bed. Take the torch from the table. Torch. Pick up. If you need a light, use your torch by holding left. There we go. Go to the battlements. Go up. How do we put our... Yeah, put our sword away. Yep. Okay.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly, do you understand?
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Divish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And Sir Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies say?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here. Won't we?
That's not great.
Halt! Who goes there? Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Ansig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Raptic, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left us storming the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No, no. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Well, what will you do then?
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
But sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Balding.
I see you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
I can't tell if they're talking about real people or if they were exchanging some sort of a code. Like you could tell somebody, you know, say hello to your brother Bob, but you both know that you don't have a brother Bob, so you know that there's something wrong.
Man,
Talk.
tonight we'll have trip.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes. Yours are keen. Will you keep watch of the battlements for my men?
Sure.
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I'll have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid. And don't worry. I'll tell the men to relieve you later. Farewell.
Okay, where is our position? Another guard on the battlements. Just patrol. Talk to people.
Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh? I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
Okay, press select. Sure, 1 hour.
God be with you.
What do you think about the flight of the Skalitz folk?
I'd say Sir Rodzik is a fine lord. He made the most of the situation and saved his subjects. You don't see that very often.
He was lucky that big storm came.
But that's just it. Something happens by chance and you turn it to your advantage. There's not
Good
many
point.
capable of thinking so fast.
And dialogue.
Take care now.
Lightning. You're in a private area. Okay. That means don't go in there.
Good health to you.
What do you think about how the Skalitz folk managed to get away?
Fortune smiled on him, that's for certain. Sigismund must be seething with rage.
I like his helmet.
Just a shame Fortune didn't smile on all of them.
Oh shit. Sorry. And you know Sir Radzik Kobyla?
I wouldn't say I know him. I've seen him a few times. Why do you ask?
He must be a fine lord. Take such good care
Okay,
of
they think well of him.
Surely all the lords do that.
Ah. I could tell you some stories.
About Sir Divish?
Jesus, no. I didn't mean it like that. Just that I heard stories from other soldiers that would make the skin crawl.
I see.
Okay.
Take care now.
So he likes his lord and he likes Ratzig. Should we skip more time? Did we talk to this guy? No.
God be with you.
Is there... No, not that. Codex. Tutorial. Speech and persuasion. Stealth, tiredness, and waiting. Wounds and healing. Nothing new there. Society. Events, locations. Is there a way to greet people? Greetings. There we go. Bowing. There's no way to just say hello to people. I've been wondering because we seem to have upset the cook in the kitchen. Wait until morning. Main level. Wander first aid. Okay, we can use bandages. Or is that just something we could get? Did they just give that to us? They might just give that to us. Alright. Wait until morning. 1 hour. Okay, it's morning. Who's the visitor? Go to the battlements of the Outer Bailey. This way? Is that where we're going? Where are we supposed to go? Ah, follow these guys. Ah, okay.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. You may be in for a surprise. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Scarlet and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday his majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Ratsig Kobila, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzic of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzig is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manner is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzig Kobyla is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzig Kobyla is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
He still has to go down. Markvart? That guy has to protect his own people. Gather up.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
It's a nice mace. That guy's got to go down, though. Bury loved ones in Skalitz. Talk to Sir Robert. Get a horse. Markvart von Owlitz. How do we put away our torch? No, no. Put the sword away. There we go. Torch is out. Hold the button.
God be with you.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to
mercenaries,
it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
He's an old fighter.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg? Well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair, him and Wenceslas's cousin Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Strategic position?
I suppose the because it has a strategic position and good fortifications, so it can be used as a base for raids, giving you control of the whole territory and good defenses too, if you need them.
Not at all.
Oh.
King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia.
Ah, silver.
In the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favored it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed 2 birds with 1 stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. What's more, he was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslas's allies.
So Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
So Robard, my parents died there. I can't leave them to be eaten by dogs. What would you do in my place?
Sorry, lad, but I won't take orders. You'll have to wait until everything settles down, and maybe your lord will change his mind.
Okay, so he won't help us. Discovered a combat arena. We're brand new in this game. We just need to wander a little bit and learn.
How much do I want for that? There was nothing down below the castle, but up the top, the snow was ankle deep. The weather's gone mad, I tell you.
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Ooh.
Can you tell me who I can buy something from or sell to?
Everyone fled here with only what they could carry. But I reckon Votiver, the pond keeper, wouldn't let even Sigismund interrupt his business. I saw him by the granary. You can't miss him. He's skinny as a bulrush.
Good luck then.
Well, discovered trader. What are our stats right now? Conspicuous? No. Visibility? We're visible. Noise? Speed? Charisma? Charisma is low. Speech? Vitality? Agility? Strength? Quest log. Bury your loved ones in Skalitz. Get out of the castle. Guard Rodham.
God be with you.
And dialogue.
Take care now. Jesus Christ be praised.
Can we trade?
If you've got the coin.
What do you have? Dried meat, savior schnapps, moonshine, lockpicks, torch, treasure map. We have a torch. We have bandages. Yeah, poor quality arrow that was in our leg. Oh, okay, dandelions are not worth much. Again, sage, 0.2.
Good day to you.
Why would you send us to the trader?
Sigismund withdrawing?
It was a stroke of good luck. I know everyone says how clever Sir Divish is and all that, but it was a dangerous situation. That Sigismund is awful unpredictable. He abducts the king, raids towns, brings foreign mercenaries into the heart of our country. God alone knows what he'll get up to next. Farewell.
Good health to you. Good luck to you.
You think he had blue
Villager.
What is it this time?
Villager.
He brought me a hare and said make something special with it.
Ah, picky is he?
That's putting it mildly.
Villager.
I can't do it in cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic.
Don't worry.
Okay. So we need to find some way out of town. We should take our horse.
God be with you.
That was a tense moment this morning with Sigismund.
Sir Divish handled it masterfully. This is a strong castle. It should stand up to a siege, but Sigismund has an awful lot of soldiers.
Who are those peculiar mercenaries of his?
You mean the Cumans? No one knows much about them, except Sigismund enlisted them somewhere in the east. They're an evil-looking bunch, aren't they?
Not just looking.
Okay, and dialogue. Trader, us, Talmberg, combat arena, baker. That's what the pretzel is, it's baker. Unexplored place. Unexplored place. Talmberg. Ravna. Skalitz. Skalitz looks bigger than Talmberg. Talmberg just seems to have a better castle. Ooh, how big is this map? Well, that looks big. Okay. So there was one guy who we could talk to about how to get out of here, which was the guard down there. But we don't have enough social credit to intimidate somebody or influence them to help us out.
You can always come and take anyway. You said yourself you don't believe a word
Talk to
Vilma
you.
says. So
Let's
stop
see.
putting up a face.
Villager.
Ask him,
Villager.
lad. You think it was a cathedral it was building? Or was adding
corpses.
Villager. Nobody named. Can't talk to the guard. Looks like we could fall down. Bet that would hurt, but it would get us out.
Good health to you.
Nope.
God be with you.
Villager. Got our bed over there. That's a private area. I don't know exactly what that means, private area.
Take care now.
How do we gain skills here? Is this a private area? Lockpick very hard. Don't go there.
Good day to you.
Nope. That's private area too, though, right? I don't exactly know what that means, private area. Seems to mean stay out. Don't go in there.
Hey, what are you playing at here?
All right. Back down.
Good health to you.
Sir Divish certainly put Sigismund in his place.
You're right there. That's Sir Divish for you.
They really like their
May
lord.
God grant him long life.
What do you think about that surprise during the night?
I was surprised, all right. I'm glad them people were saved, though. I'm just as glad it weren't Sigismund. For sure he'll come here in the end, too. But now at least we've got time to get ready for him.
Maybe he'll leave Talmberg be.
Maybe, maybe not. Could be he was only out to get Sir Radzig, because he's Wenceslas's headman. And Scarlet's is a rich town, so there was plenty of loot for the taking. 2 birds with 1 stone. So he might be satisfied and leave us alone.
Didn't seem like a really rich town. But there were several traders there.
By the way, Henry. It is Henry, ain't it? I was sorry to hear about your parents.
They've gone on to better things.
Can you tell me where I can buy or sell something?
Someone to do business with. Well, Votova often gets things the merchants don't have. The last time I saw him, he was by the granary. Try him. He thinks about trade.
We seem to get points towards our level by talking to people.
Farewell.
Can't talk to you. Is that a private area? Oh, okay. Probably don't want to do that right around the guards. Wash yourself. Wheelbarrow. Stable master. Feel like we're supposed to stay out of there. Which one was our horse? It's got a lock. Everything's got a lock on it.
My respects to you.
Do you know where I can buy and sell things?
I try the kitchen. The cook sometimes sells a surplus food. Otherwise, I don't know.
Okay.
Try asking the villagers if there's anything they want or have to trade.
What do you think about the Skalitz folk?
It's a hell of a thing. First, everyone is shitting themselves that Sigismund is coming, and then it turns out like this. Praise the Lord they got out of the siege. Skalitz Castle is well fortified, all right, but I hear Sigismund's army is huge, and facing him is suicide. Sir Radzig did the right thing. I'm sorry you didn't all manage to get away.
So am I.
May God ease your pain.
Thank you.
These people are kind.
Sir Radzig must be a good man, the way he looks after his people. But you probably know him better.
Not really. My father was forging a sword for him, and when he came to have a look at it, we exchanged a few words. That's it.
Then that's a fine lord.
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Okay, I made the mistake of going in there. This is our room. Our cubby. Is that a private area? Can't tell. I think it is. And we don't go up there. This is the kitchen though, I think. Villager. Cook.
Good day to you. What do you need?
If I needed some food, who should I ask?
Who do you think, young man? Me, of course. And if you want something extra, I could help you out with that too.
That was a close thing this morning, eh?
If you knew Sir Divish like I do, you wouldn't be so concerned. Being imprisoned might have injured his health, but there's no one can rival him for cleverness and cunning.
Really?
It's not for nothing he was made the King's Burgrave in Prague a few years back. Folk still talk of how he settled the dispute between Father Peck and Sir Pshibik.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Okay, what do you have? You have bread, bread roll, honey, milk, pretzel, and sweet pancakes. You have nothing else. What do we have to sell? Not much. Apples. We don't want to sell those. We don't want to sell those. And you don't want anything else we have. Okay. Alright. Is this a private area? Can we talk?
Good morning.
Sigismund's visit this morning was pretty alarming, wasn't it?
And no mistake, that army of his is enormous. It's a good thing Sir Divish is such a
They
fine
love Sir
speaker,
Divish.
or they'd have squashed us like bugs.
Is there someone here who trades in goods?
Try Votova. He's as thin as a starving hound and about as cheerful. But he can get anything you want. I saw him by the local granary.
Okay. Well, everybody's pointing us back to Votava. We're not supposed to take food. Because she did not like our reputation there. That's Rob. Sit. Pick up. Pick up. I don't think we're supposed to take that stuff. I think that's she's kind of guarding the food. We haven't been invited back in the manor. Probably shouldn't do that. Lady Stephanie?
The Lord be praised. What's on your mind?
My lady, I hope you weren't unduly distressed by the arrival of Sigismund's army this morning.
Well, it was to be expected. And thanks to God's mercy and my good husband, there was no more bloodshed. But it's something else that distresses me. Maybe my mind deceives me. But I have an evil foreboding.
You, my lady? Surely not. No evil could possibly come to you.
I fear something bigger and worse will come. That Sigismund is only another omen of imminent evil. Of great evil.
I would like to ask your assistance, my lady, if I may be so bold.
What's the matter, lad?
I need to get out of the castle, and your husband is keeping me here by force.
Why, for the love of God, would you want to leave the castle?
My lady, I know you have a good heart. I can't live with the thought of my parents being left in the mud to be food for stray dogs. How can their souls find peace until they rest in hallowed ground?
My dear boy, you'd risk your own life to give them a Christian burial? My heart goes out to you. I will do what I can to help, though I'll tremble in fear until your return. But what can I do?
If I could just get past the guard at the gate somehow.
But you can. If you wear a proper suit of armor, and if he can't see your face, he won't recognize you and he'll let you go.
Good thinking.
Get Talmberg armor from the guardhouse above the gate.
Well, they'll certainly ask where I'm going.
You could tell them Sir Robard sent you to Uzhitz.
Uzhitz.
To ask the parish priest how the folk there are faring.
That sounds reasonable. And where can I get the armor?
At the armory?
Where's that?
In the gate tower. But the soldiers sleep in other places around the castle too, and you might find armor nearby.
It's rather embarrassing, but if I'm to pay a bribe, I need money. Fortunately, I don't have any.
How would you? Don't worry your head about it. This should be enough.
Thank you.
Just provide us with everything.
I will repay you, I swear.
Thank you.
Thank you, my lady. I must go now. What do you think, my lady? Do I look like a Talmberg soldier?
Not quite, Henry. Just look at you.
Oh, I see. Well, thanks.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay, so she's our person that we need to impress. Okay, so we can buy bread from you.
I'd like to buy something from you.
Of course, lad.
Okay. Bread versus bread roll, honey, milk, pretzel. I think pretzels would... Pretzel or bread, what would last longer before going bad? Dried and hard. Durability 4 days. Durability 4 days. Nourishment 6. Nourishment 17. Alright. Four. Okay. What do we have? We have an apple. A couple apples. Nourishment's only 2. Might need quite a bit more bread than that. It's only 4. Grab another one. Alright, check basket. Haggle.
I'd like to discuss the price.
Why not?
Alright. Pay 7.1.
Aye, for that amount I can be persuaded.
Yeah, we gain some reputation. Let's check. Combat arena. I kind of want to check that out too. All right. Sort. Okay, everything's sorted. We're carrying the sword still. Alright, player. Main level is 3. Strength is 2. So that's good. Strength 1. Okay, we can learn something. Carrying dead or unconscious bodies won't cost you any stamina, and they will burden you only half as much. Blocking opponent strikes with a shield will cost you 30% less stamina. We don't have the required level for any of those. Okay, so we can get Gravedigger or Stronghold. That seems like it'll be good once we get a shield. Okay. Agility, vitality. Speech is going up quite well. Don't really have a good thing for vitality. Nourishment's fine. Energy's okay. Combat. Defense, warfare, axe, bow, mace, sword. Unarmed. Yeah. Herbalism. I think we need one more for herbalism. Buffs reputation. Statistics? No, we're fine. Okay, so we need to go steal some armor. Well, somebody's around. Heard a voice. Anybody in here? Arrows. All right. Well, we got a bow. It's got a red mark on it. So those are hot. I wonder if there's like a cooldown on those as stolen items. You guys are watching. Talk.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Trade.
Trade? If you've got the coin.
All right. Weapons, armor, food, quest items. No. Lockpicks. That's expensive. That's expensive. Sell. Get one coin out of that. Chamomile. Sage. Okay. Buy. Lockpicks. Okay, and then check basket. Haggle.
Can we do something about the price?
Well, we can try it.
All right. 11.5.
We agreed?
That's not enough.
All right, 12.
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
All right, now we head up. Got guards everywhere.
God be with you.
Yeah, end dialogue. I guess we head back down again then. This doesn't seem to be a place that has anything. Use ladder. Oh. Big step. Got turned around somewhere. That's not a place we can go into. That's the guard we have to get past. What about these turdy grounds? Turdy?
Have you seen any foreign soldiers?
The Crow Man?
Aye. Them crewmen.
See them horrible boys.
That man was fighting them at Talmberg? What?
Anything else new?
I respect you.
Nope. Okay, so the armor has to be over here. Gatehouse above this area. But you're watching. That really is the only place to get this stuff, is where we got the bow. That one's the hard pick one. We don't even know how to pick stuff. You're hanging out over here. That's right there. Do you go on watch somewhere? Maybe walk around a little bit. Maybe not stand right here. Lockpick, very easy. Okay, use ladder. Okay, we're not in sight of guards. Hard and very hard. Okay, so it's whether very easy or a hard one that's out of sight. Okay. Yep, he's in sight. Okay. Can I leave?
Come on.
I'm trying to get out. All right. Rotate lock. Help. Okay. Have at least one lockpick. Holding A on the lock. Diagram of the lock mechanism. Yep. To find the right spot to insert the lockpick. Gold when you find it. Okay. So I'm looking for a sweet spot. Oh. Okay, you have to get out of there. Do I still have a lockpick? Or did it go away? I think we broke it. That seems to be the place to get the stuff, though. Well, I think we'll sit and we'll call this a session for right now because I gotta think about that. We gotta go buy another lockpick. Those are like 14 gold or whatever we call it, inventory. Let's see. 14 whatevers. Those are expensive. We can't afford to messing that up. Have to learn the lockpick. Where is lockpick? Skills? Lockpicking? Yeah, that didn't work very well. There's a lot of lockpicking they expect us to do. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out in our next session. In the meantime, if you're enjoying this playthrough as much as I am, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.